getting at is it pays to read the book. In here is a meteorite. As you can tell, this was all ocean. So I wasted my time burying it with netherrack. And after I read the book, I discovered that inside here is an alien block. And if you hit this alien block with a wooden axe, like a so, it lifts it up out of the ocean. We need that so we can make infinite sky stone. I'm going to mine this now, and then apparently if we put redstone dust on here, this will transmute everything around it within a 7-block radius into new sky stone. So we're going to automate this eventually, set up a train system to go back to our base with the sky stone, because we need this stuff in order to make this stuff in chapter 2, and we need this stuff in order to automate Create way better than what we've been doing. Stay tuned, we're going to get into chapter 2. Before we get into chapter 2 and messing with that skystone stuff, let's set up an automation to make andesite casings. We're going to need a bunch of these to make the machines and stuff that we need. So I've already set up a tree farm. This is growing fir, and I set it up the same exact way that I did the mineral trees. I'm going to grab some logs out of here, and I already have a saw set up to strip these logs, because you need stripped logs. And then if you place andesite alloy on them, you all go in there. That's going to strip the logs. They'll get placed right there. And then we can manually move them over to here. So let's take one of these out of here, put that in there. We're going to lock this drawer. Boom. I already got my power over here. So now we're going to add a shaft here and a shaft there. Put a belt across these two, just like so. And our andesite casing is going to go there when it's done. So we can take this, put that in there, lock the drawer. Now we need a deployer. We're going to put the deployer right here in the middle. Boom, like so. We got to power this guy. We just come up off of here. Need a vertical gearbox and a regular one. Put the regular one right there. Vertical one will go right there. She got power. And now we're going to put a chute on top of here. Another drawer, which I want facing me so I can access it. Let's pull them out of there. You're going to go right there. I think I can lock this and then put stuff in there. Let's go grab some andesite alloy from our machine over here. We're going to set this filter on the deployer with an alloy, and then we're going to pop that all up in there. That's going to stop moving. And now the last thing that we need is pretty simple. Funnel, funnel. And we've automated andesite casings. Before we move forward, let me clarify something. All this stuff over here is all temporary. Just figuring out how to get things to work. And we're going to do a temporary setup on chapter 2 as well to figure out how to get things to work. Let it run for a while. See what breaks, what needs tweaking. Because we don't know. We've never done any of this stuff, right? And I hope by sharing this with you guys and girls that we're all learning together. And what's cool to me is I've already converted one person to playing modded Minecraft by watching these video series. But this is all permanent. That's why it's kind of, I didn't want to hit that. That's why it's all kind of decorated, right? And we talked about the mineral juice over here with the squisher, boom, boom. There's another way you can get it too. And you use these arboreal extractors on a mineral tree. Now when you grow a mineral tree, you get 4 logs around it. In order to get this thing to work, you got to remove one of these logs. And I've also seen people use these where they'll put like 4 around one tree. There's a loss to that, meaning this thing knows that it's hooked up to a tree. And if you put another one on there, same tree, it knows, and you're going to get a depleted return on your investment. So I have 3 of these going right now on 3 separate trees, pumping them out into a storage tank, And then I'm also pumping out of the storage tank into this spout, because if we take the rubber that we've been making and we smelt the rubber into rubber, and then we put this right here, that's going to dump on there, and it turns it into some kind of supercharged rubber. And then you can make these, instead of using 4 pieces, you can use the 2 pieces to make the sealed mechanism, which is what you need to make other contraptions, parts, pieces, things for the Create mod. Hopefully that makes sense, and we'll get a good plan going on automating this sky stone. We're going to start at the top of the tree on this quest book and work our way down. There is a way you can automate redstone. I've been mining a bunch of redstone with my OP pickaxe, so we're good to go. I think I got all the materials that we need to get started on this. Oh, and I think I'm going to go this direction with sugarcane, paper, and crystallized mineral. So off camera, I set up over here in the permanent zone. You like my lake, by the way? I do. Off camera, in the permanent zone, a little wheat farm. Same exact concept as the tree farm. Water wheel in the middle. Boom, clutch, mechanical bearing, except the only difference is this has a mechanical harvester glued onto it. And when this stuff grows, that chops it. Portable storage interface interacts, dumps it into this box right here. And we can convert this into paper. And my factory's going to be somewhere over here eventually. That's my plan, at least. Now let's get messing with Chapter 2. You know, you should be able to sleep while it's raining in Minecraft. Or at least that's my theory. Let's go like this. I'm going to make up some copper casings. We need to get into a new mod called Tinker's Construct before we get started on this Chapter 2 thing. And I figured if you don't know what you're doing, let's get this started right now. It's pretty simple. We just need to make a melter. So we need gravel, sand, and clay. Where did I put it? There it is, clay. We need to make grout. I'm going to make up 2 stacks of grout. Then we're going to smelt this, and we'll get what's called a seared ingot. And we need this combined with what I'm working on right now with the copper casings, the sealed mechanism, or whatever the heck they call it in here. We need 8 of these guys. Actually, I can do a whole stack of them, huh? Yeah. So like that, boom. Put these ones away. Combine these up. We got sealed machines. Cool. Now let me grab our bricks. Seared brick. Do I have glass in here? Do not. I need a better way to get organized. That's what I need right now. I got too many boxes, too much stuff. When I play modded Minecraft, I don't throw anything away. Ever. Alright, we need to make a melter. Boom. So we need a seared ingot case. One of them. And we also need this seared heater, because that's going to go under the melter. If we take one of these and one of these, we get 2 seared melters. So let's do this while we have this stuff in my hand. We're just going to make another one of these, so we got a backup for these 2. Now I can put this stuff away. Is the rain done yet? Can I sleep? Ha! We also need to make up a couple of spouts, which is just a regular vanilla hopper. These sealed machine casings. Boom. We got some spouts. Have redstone. Will travel. Now let's get started. Oh, you know what? I'm missing one last thing. Let's take... We need 6 of these guys. And we're going to make what's called faucet. We don't need 6 of them. We just need 2 for now. We also need a couple real fancy items called levers. All right, we can finally get started on our little playground here. The first thing that we need to make in order to get going in here really is this rose quartz. And in order to make this, you have to use destabilized redstone, which is made in that melter from Tinker's Construct that I just showed you how to make. So let's start like this. Let's put a depot on the ground and we'll put a spout above there, right? Then if we take a seared heater and a seared melter, get some blocks down here. Let's put a heater right here. And then we'll go up here, put a melter above the heater. And then we need a faucet, a block, and a lever. Yeah. Faucet is going to go right on the front of here. So the redstone dust is going to go in here. This heater is going to heat up this melter. It's going to turn it into destabilized redstone. We're going to put cobblestone block there for now, a lever, and then this lever is going to give this a redstone signal. So whatever's in here that's melted is going to pour it directly into that spout. Perfect. And if we take, I have the box with redstone. Take this guy and let's put it right there. Now, eventually, once we get, what are these called? Precision mechanisms, we can make mechanical arms, right? So I'll have a mechanical arm here that'll grab redstone from this box and put it onto this depot. That's going to pour it on there. But for now, we can't really automate this completely. But what I can do is I can use these pusher upgrades. And if I throw that on that drawer, this is set to direction south. So that should be feeding this. It is, but it's not doing anything right now because it doesn't have heat. So we need to put another drawer. We do this and lock it because eventually I want to feed this with charcoal. Put a drawer here, charcoal in there. We're going to lock that guy and we're going to go in the backpack. I already took it out. I got another pusher upgrade. We're going to put that in there. That's going to feed this heater. Charcoal, boom. Now we got destabilized redstone. Sweet. Now the last thing we got to do is just turn this lever on. The spout's activated. Or this seared faucet rather is activated. It fills the spout up. Grab a piece of redstone dust, put it on here. And that's where the mechanical arm is going to come into play. And then if we take a look at this guy, the rose quartz, do uses on that. If we mill it, we get this, a redstone seed, and we do another uses on that. If we take volatile sky solution, which is why we need the skystone block repetitively, crush that, mix it with water, you get this stuff. Feed it into a spout, pour it on this redstone seed, and then stamp it with sand. Get a 30% chance of a redstone cluster. And you get 3 of these by crushing a rose quartz. So you're kind of losing money doing it this way? Does my math make sense? You have a 90% chance of getting 3 pieces out of this, right? Yeah, I think that's right. Unless I'm wrong, somebody break it down for me a different way. But let's keep moving forward with this. Rose quartz, if we look at the uses on that by hitting U, if we pour molten iron over top of it, we finally can make an electron tube. And we need these to automate this recipe to make the precision mechanism, which now I think we pretty much got it licked. All we got to do is set up another one of these, same exact deal. Go like this. I don't have any drawers on me though, but we can start it. Go right here, boom, depot, spout, seared heater, seared melter, same setup, seared heater, seared melter, cobblestone on top with a lever and a seared faucet. Boom, boom. Now we just got to feed this guy iron nuggets, which ultimately in this factory that we're going to make, we're going to have to make an andesite farm, which we talked about in the last video. I'm going to have to make an iron farm, and then we could do this redstone loop thing. Even if we are losing money, it'd be cool to automate that. Let me go grab 2 boxes with some iron, another box for charcoal, and we got to automate the tree farm to make charcoal for us too, because I don't want to have to run over here and do this every time. Boom, you make me charcoal. I go make 2 more drawers. Do I have wood? I certainly do. You go there. We'll just do that. We'll make 4 drawers because we can. Put you away. What did I need? Iron, right? Iron nuggets. Can you feed full iron ingots in there? Probably be better just to do the iron nuggets, I would imagine. We can do that. Charcoal's done. We can complete setting this up and make our first electron tube. I know you're excited, because I am. That's so corny. All right. Iron, you're going to go right there. I don't have any puller deals on me. Coal, boom. I need 2 pullers. And we put iron nuggets in this guy. Then we can lock both these drawers. You get locked. You get locked. Let me make 2 pullers. Pusher upgrades, not pullers. 2 of them. Go back over here. Set these to south on both of these. We should be golden girls. I hope. You go in there. I don't need 2 of you in there. I just want 1. Thank you. You go south. And then the other one goes in here. And you go south as well. Are we making molten iron? We certainly are. Let's turn this guy on. Boom. Got molten iron in there. How much does it take to do a rose quartz conversion? 45 millibuckets. That's not bad. I think feeding a real nugget in there would make this faster, and that's ultimately what we're going to do. Or a real ingot, rather. Put ingots in there, let it feed that. These pushers are kind of slow. I don't understand how it only throws 1 in there at a time, but that's okay. So ingots is the way to go. Take the rose quartz, pop it on there, and boom. We have our first electron. And now that we have that, we can set up our automation for making the precision mechanisms. Again, this is all temporary, but I think it's beneficial to see how things are going to get made, right? We're going to pull out of there, boom, deployer, 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 and we went the last one there. Easy peasy. That's so cheesy. Go there, and then you're going to go there, and then we'll come over here, and we go 1, 2, 3 deployers. Got some blocks. This stuff. I'm gonna go up here. Chutes on top of each of these. Drawers on top of each of them. And we're gonna lock all 3 of these drawers. Where's my wrench? There it is. Alright, let me go check on my paper production. Hopefully we got enough to make a stack of paper. I need a walkway there, too. There's too many flowers in my way. How much you got in here? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. You go in there, we get paper. Then, if we come over here, I shouldn't do this with a wrench in my hand because I've made mistakes before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these guys. Take paper. Boom, boom, boom. We get variable cards. A lot of them. And this goes where? In the first slot, second slot? Can I read this, please? Thank you. First slot. Stamps that guy. Okay, perfect. You go right there. Might as well grab the rest of them. Where's that table? There it is. You get a decent amount of these. This is definitely way easier than making 2 electron tubes, which is the basic recipe for this. And then the electron tube's gonna go second. Then lock you. Can I have you back, please? I'd like that too. Alright, where's my key? How didn't I lock you? Boom. Linked drawer to the controller. Meanwhile, I'm using the wrong thing. I'm wondering why none of this stuff is locking. You get locked, you get locked, you get locked. Boom. Let's put these away before we get in trouble, huh? Now you go in there. And now the last thing that we need, precision mechanism. Where's the recipe? Is a screwdriver or something like that, it said. Yes, screwdriver. We want the basic one. Oh, you get 2 if you do the mineral enriched rubber. Let me go make these guys up. Throw them in there. Are you guys done? You most certainly are. Come with me. Now we can make screwdrivers. Boom. Boom. Except I want to do it like this. Shift click. Boom. We want a lot of screwdrivers. You go in there. Screws are cantankerous. That's a word, right? It only holds 32? Is that what I'm seeing here? I think it is. Okay, I need a place for these guys. You go there. You go there. We're done with you two. You can go back in there. And the last thing we got to do is put a drawer down here. Boom. Like a so. We're going to put a funnel on there. And I think I can just release this for now. That's fine. These are our chapter 1. What are these things called? People want to know. Kinetic mechanisms. Pull that out of there. It does absolutely nothing. That's perfect. And the reason it did absolutely nothing is because I never powered these guys. So we need that. I got a belt. Perfect. Let's do a little temporary rigmarole here. 2, 3, and come out there. We're going to go like these. Real nice and professional looking. Belt. Boom. Belt. Boom. Now they got power. And now we're going to take... Should I do the whole thing all over? What are these called, deal? No. Boom. You go there. You go there. You go there. And we got our first precision mechanism. Holy. I need to do some of these by hand. Get enough of them to automate this with the mechanical arm like we spoke about. But I think that's going to be the end of the video. I just wanted to decipher chapter 2 and go through it with y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have fun, y'all, and peace.